What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here. Out today at probably our favorite spot, the Field of 1,000 Holes, Doug, where we've literally found over 1,000 tokens and pins and coins and buttons.
All kinds of paraphernalia.
All kinds of stuff. Now, Matt couldn't make it today. Rich might show up later for a little bit. So it's just me, Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug, Jane Fon Doug. And we brought back two blasts from the past, Doug. We've got Jackpot Jeff and Just Silver Joe joining us at the Field of 1,000 Holes, which hopefully at the end of today
Be 2,000.
two or at least 1,500 holes. So let's gear up, go see what we can find back in the first dig. See you guys soon.
Yeah.
Later. So back at the Field of 1,000 Holes, which, man, we've been to this place so many times. And Joe has got the first find of the day. Joe, we're probably over 400 or 500 tokens at this place over the last 2 years. And I think Joe said he's got a token for the very first dig of 2023. Oh my goodness, that's a big sucker too. That reminds me of the one I found, well, Doug found.
Well, it's got a lot of writing on it, dude. Looks like, let's see if we can see it.
This farmer does a deep plow every season, so he really turns everything over. Oh, Joe, is this the one I think it is? Let me spray it, Joe. I think this is that white race only token, Joe.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think it's for the property rentals down the shore, like the timeshares.
Right.
And at the bottom on this side, they say white race only a lot. Let's give it a spray down and see. Doug found one here last year. Let's see if we get a matcher. Hang on. All right, there's Joe's token, and it's very similar to the one Doug found last year, like we suspected. It says the Koch Realty Corporation, real big in the middle. It's hard to see, and it's all smushed out. But this was a timeshare token down the shore, so it has a lot of the information. And on the back side, and it's in terrible shape, there's the price, $35.50, tells you the town it's in, and at the very bottom, and Joe's is missing a little bit, it would say white race only. Being up in New Jersey where this is, you don't really hear about segregation as much as you would down the south.
Yeah.
And when I put yours up, here you go, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
When I put yours up, Doug, a historical society from the shore must have saw that video and reached out to me and asked if I could send them some high-res photos because they didn't believe that their town back then was exclusive. Yeah, I forget if it was Ocean City, New Jersey, or yeah. Amazing find, Joe, from a time period that isn't often talked about, but no less, it still happened.
Yeah.
All right, Dog Tag Doug is on the board in the Field of 1,000 tokens because, man, we do find a lot of tokens.
Yeah, we may have 1,000 holes today.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of mud today because of all the rain, but we got a beautiful day, Doug. Almost going to be 50 degrees today.
Some degrees.
So let's take a look.
Looks to be another token right here.
Oh, that's
right
just
here.
as big almost.
Well, what did he say?
Oh, Rich is here.
Hey, Rich.
I think Rich is going. Are you detecting Rich, or are you just social visit?
Happy New Year.
It's a social visit.
Social
Happy
visit.
New Year.
Yeah.
What you got here?
This is Rich's New Year's resolution: more social. Rich,
like
Jeff just. I mean, Joe just got a killer token, and
The one
now
that he's been wanting to find.
It looks.
I think it's one of those Palmolive tokens.
Is it? It's pretty big.
We have to spray it and brush it. It's really dirty and muddy. So, hang on. Let's clean his up and see what Dougie's got. All right, there's Dougie's token, and it's not going to clean up well in the field. It's aluminum. But we were right. It's a Palmolive token. One free cake when you buy one. A cake is what they refer to, I guess, as a bar of soap, right? Yeah. Do you still call it a cake of soap? You're old school.
Yeah, sometimes.
No, you don't.
Sometimes.
I was just saying.
If I'm
You've
hungry,
never.
I do.
Oh, okay. The back is all of the information. This is basically a coupon.
Yeah.
It's like an aluminum coupon. Buy one, get one free Palmolive cake soap. We found this one before, too. At this point, Doug, there's no...
I don't think there's anything out here that's remaining that we haven't already found.
There's no question that we're going to find tokens.
Yeah.
It's only a question of will we find a new unique token or just add to duplicates of tokens we've gotten. But what a good one. And Rich forgot his detector. He's going to look for some surface
I didn't know
marbles.
He
I'd had
texted me that he
3
was going to stop by, and I'm thinking he's going to detect. You can't come down here and
That's
not
what I'm
detect.
saving Monday for.
Supposedly Rich is working today, but
He's doing the right thing.
That's right.
He's got a business to run.
all right. Well, good job, Dougie.
All right.
Let me get my machine on and try to join you guys.
Okay.
Well, this could be my first hole of the new year at the field of 1,000 holes. Now this 34, if we were in a farm field, I would think, in a traditional farm field, I would think possible shotgun shell. But at this field, very well could be a token. Sounds really good. Let's dig it up. Well, my first hole also is going to wind up being a token. This place is just unbelievable. It's only about maybe 4 inches down. And it looks like a silver core. Oh, it's got detail. Oh, it's George Washington, it looks like. It's George Washington. Now, I think I found this one before. I think it on the back is going to say, like, fun facts and something or other. Yeah, there it is. Family something or other. Good man, 3 tokens. We've been here 10 minutes in the new year, and this one is in nice shape.
Early 19s.
Can you believe that, Joe? Rich, who didn't think he was going to make it today, showed up, has no machines. He's just walking the field looking for surface finds, and the guy gets a marble. Now, we've probably found 15 marbles here over the years, and they're always old ones.
Yeah, this one seems older.
Oh, that's a nice
And
color pattern.
It's purple, yeah.
Oh, it's not black.
Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Nice dark purple.
Wow, that's cool. It's got a bunch of chips on it from getting hit by the plow over the years. This is one of my favorite spots in the whole world, Rich. It's a shame the sun is going to make it difficult for me to capture, but I love all the lines on it. And you got a little bottle too, you said, right?
Yeah, a little bottle. The top's missing, but it does have
Oh, what's it say
a
on it?
little. It's like a NM or something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an image. Yeah, it's the New York Mets, I think. Back then, who'd they have on the Mets back?
Oh, wrong guy.
I don't even think the
Wrong
Mets
guy.
didn't even start till like the 60s, so I guess it's probably
don't
not the
know.
Mets. All right, not a baseball guy?
No.
Well, hey, good finding the marble, Rich.
Thank you.
All right, I got another good signal over here. But before I dig it, I just wanted to show you, like, this place, everywhere you look is also broken pottery. There's another one here. Ooh, that one's got some color on it. This one's got a pattern. This one here, I meant. Very thick, maybe off of a mug. But this place is just so magical. It's like part of a dump. I think they collected garbage from schools, churches, and restaurants back in the 20s, 30s, 40s. They would siphon the big stuff off and then put what they called clean dirt here. So we find so many tokens and coins and religious medallions and marbles and things like that. And they're always like pre-World War II era. And another thing that's cool about this, hold on, I'm gonna pull the camera back. Everywhere you go, the whole field is this soft. Like, you don't even need a shovel. I could dig with my hand, literally, if I didn't feel like getting all dirty. So it's just such a nice... Oh, it's right there. This is a, well, it could be a couple different things. It could be a lipstick tube. It could be, we found something last year that you would bury outside of your front door, like a religious thing, and it would have a little metal man in it, like Joseph or something. You know, just really interesting stuff. Literally the field of 1,000 holes and 1,000 interesting things too. All right, I walked over to the tree line because I saw a eagle, like a bald eagle. I gave Rich my detector while I went over there, and guy found a fork. He found an old Plymouth key. Yeah. And then as I walked over, he had a deep signal, and he got this thing, which looks really cool. He didn't even brush it yet. I watched him dig it out of the ground, and it definitely had a shape to it. But on this side, oh, it's got some writing on it. So we don't exactly know what it is yet. Oh, I see a date though, Rich.
1920 something?
25,
Yeah.
yep, 25, in line with everything we find. So Rich is going to brush his. I have a toothbrush here, Rich.
Thank you.
We're going to brush it and see what it is. But man, what a wicked cool find. It's my machine, Doug. It's the luck of my machine.
Yeah.
You put my machine in anyone's hand.
Anybody's
Yeah,
hands,
they
and it's gonna
instantly
find more
become
than
better,
one
yes.
swing. Yeah. Totally understand.
That's awesome, man.
All right, Rich cleaned it up, and it's a pretty cool piece. Rich, may I hold it for a second?
Yeah.
Check that out. We didn't know the orientation of the letters, but Dog Tag Doug figured out that it's BPOE.
OE.
And we looked it up, Benevolent
Protective
Order of the Elks. At the top it says, what, Rich?
61st Grand Reunion.
61st Grand Reunion. And I could definitely see the moose in the middle with the big moose ears.
Is it a moose or an elk?
I guess elk, you're right.
And behind the elk, there
Keep
it looks
digging,
like there's a sundial maybe with
Oh, I
Roman
do see,
numerals.
yeah, up at the top there. And what a cool piece. This is one of the best pieces of the day, Doug.
That is.
Beats out our spoon bowls.
On your machine.
On come on, my machine is no joke, Doug. I've got it precisely tuned.
The person swinging it is the joke.
He dug 8 holes while I walked to go look for that bald eagle and back.
Yeah.
Said I'm going to keep an eye out because there is a bald eagle in this tree line. I walked all the way over. I thought I saw him land, but then I lost him. So I'm going to keep an eye out.
And Jay, at some point we got to go over to that tree line. There's all kinds of mistletoe over there.
Yeah.
Nobody will go with me.
Are you gonna try to get frisky? Well, heck of a find there, Rich, on the old Moose Lodge, Elks Lodge, Caribou Lodge. Well done.
There you go.
Well, my deepest hole of the day, it was a 25, and I'm down there about 8 inches or so. 25 usually isn't good. I was thinking it might be an aluminum can, but you really want to dig everything here. And I got my first spoon of the day, and this is a complete one. Bent in half, copper, looks like. I don't even know if it was silver plated. A lot of the spoons we find here are monogrammed on them too, because we just find such a selection of them. So I'll clean it up and look for anything cool, but I think it's just a plain old spoon, but we find so many of them. I think 3 spoon bowls have been found today alone already. 2 from Doug, and I think Joe found one. So
First complete one.
yeah, first complete one. I always get the best, Rich. Nothing but the best. All right, Just Silver Joe said he's got himself a token. This field is just nuts, isn't it, Joe? The things you can find here.
Oop.
Oh, that's got to be a Mazuma. That size Mazuma, I can tell you already, Joe. It's going to be either John Paul Jones or Buffalo Bill if it's a Mazuma.
Hey, wait.
Let's see. It's John Paul Jones. I can see his face.
Yeah, I saw it.
The sun is in a terrible spot. There he is. John Paul Jones. He's got a big nose, kind of like the Carlos Reals we find. I don't know if he really looked like that in real life. And Mazuma gum was an offshoot of Chiclet gum.
Yep.
They made it one year, I think it was like 1934, and they inserted these tokens in their little Mazuma gum packets. And this is the smallest size one. We've got almost the whole set over the years. I think there was like 8 in the set. Then on the back it probably says 10. Yeah, there's 10 because this was like the dime size for their play money. But what a good find. Joe, I've never seen anyone else find a Mazuma gum token, and our group in this field has probably found 15 of them.
At least.
We've cornered the market, Joe. If you want a Mazuma gum token, you got to come to us.
This is the only place I ever found them.
Good find, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, Dougie's digging a super deep hole. We don't know what the heck it is, but it's got to be 10 inches deep. We came over to see what it might be, and Rich, with those eyeballs that he has.
And Joe, who's looking for marbles.
I was just looking for him over there.
Rich's second surface marble.
Nice.
We're always, I don't know why we get so excited about these surface marbles here.
Little broken, but
Yeah, that one's seen rough days.
nice green
Nice
and
colors
white.
to it, though.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
And Joe was standing right there.
He was
I'm
almost-
gonna go look for marbles.
He's like, I'm gonna go look for some marbles. Probably stepped on that marble on the way. And Doug is really, really down there.
Bring my machine down, Doug?
I think your machine heard the Earth's core, Doug.
Oh, is it?
Doug predicted wheat penny.
Oh!
Ooh!
Heart shape, isn't it?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
better than a wheat penny. Oh, it is a heart shape.
It is heart shaped.
Oh, Doug, you thought wheat penny. This is going to be much better. You have a brush, Rich?
I don't. I don't have anything.
Oh, that's
do.
right. You weren't even supposed to be here. Let me move this machine out of the way. Hold
I
on.
hope it says something.
Rich, who came just to say hi because
Yeah,
we
he's
got
been
a
here an hour and a
customer
half,
down the
2
road.
hours. That's got to say something. It's a charm.
It says something small right there.
Yeah.
On the back is
That's-
that's the front.
Oh.
Oh, look how.
Oh, there's a nice image on it. There's a bow.
Fireman's
Oh, yeah.
parade. Fireman's parade.
Fireman's parade.
That's cool.
Oh, Doug, you son of a gun.
Well,
You
Rich
thought it was going to
first
be a
heard it.
wheat penny.
And it sounded beautiful.
Yeah.
When I heard
That-
it.
look how deep
344,
that
yeah.
sucker
It
was.
exactly.
You've been digging it for like 15 minutes. We all walked over. Doug, you found that other cool fireman badge.
Oh,
Remember?
that was at a house that Rich got up in.
That was the 9 Copper House.
The Nine
was
Copper
Nine
House,
Copper
yeah.
House,
Fireman badge, and this side, was there writing on this side, Rich?
Yeah,
There's
some-
something by the hole.
Oh, I
top.
see it. Yeah, I think it's a maker's mark. There's like a
Yeah.
crown on there or something.
I don't see a guy wearing that though. Do you?
Well, I mean, Joe dresses up sometimes,
Oh,
goes
that's
out
true.
dancing.
Yeah, I've seen him in
Yeah,
his.
he goes out dancing.
I've seen him in his
That's
dress.
beautiful, Doug. Fireman's parade. That is super cool. Way to go. You thought it was going to be a wheat
Well,
penny.
that's-
You got to be super happy
That
about
was
that
like
find.
a team effort.
Jeez. I think I had to be, what, 14 inches deep?
That was down.
That's a good one there. 46, 47, 48. Up to 50, 51 this direction. About 5 or 6 inches deep, it looks like. And all over the ground, if you guys can see it from that height, pottery. Oh, look, there's a little bottle. Just everywhere. Another bottle. This one's broken. There's a piece of pottery there. Just everywhere, but somewhere in here, I got a 50-51. I'm gonna set the camera up and we're gonna do a little live dig one. This could be something really good. All right, let's take a look. Oh, let me move these bottles, I want them. Try to get under it and around it. Oh, ooh. It's something good. It's going to be a tag of some sort. Oh, I see markings on it. I see markings on it. Let me clean this up and see what it is. I got something good finally. All right, there's my piece cleaned up. Teachers Protective Union, TPU. In union is strength, with a cool image in the middle. And the back side, it said, "Finder, please forward to the Teachers Protective Union for some sort of a reward." So, I don't know, Rich, you think the reward's still valid?
It might be. I would try it.
That's cool though. My first interesting brass piece, and it's probably the thickness of a penny, a little longer, but I love anything with imagery on it or anything with age. That's a nice find. All right, Joe just plucked out a nice one here. Now we find these here also, Joe, these women's compacts. A lot of the ones we found had these diamond patterns on it, and I can't remember I can't remember the woman's name that was on them. But this one, when we first rubbed it, I can see something up here. Lady Esther, I think it says.
Yeah, there's a lot of writing on the back.
Yeah, Lady Esther. There's a big flower in the middle. Nice Art Deco design to it. Probably from the 30s or 40s. And a ton of writing on the back. Let's see if I can even read it. Don't expect something results from Lady Esther unless you carefully follow the instructions, something like that. So in other words, if you're real ugly, don't expect this, Joe, to make you look like, right. It'll move you from like a 3 to a 4, but don't expect miracles from Lady Esther.
If you're Medusa and you use that, you're still going to look like
Look at
Medusa.
that pattern on that one.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice one.
And it had a lot of writing on it.
Good old Lady
I never
Esther.
found one like that there.
Doug, she would make you a solid 4.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm in the next row over, and I got a screamer here. Right in the soybean tailings. This is gonna be something good. Piece of brass at least. Oh, it's a token or a coin. Oh, it's a big one. All right, let me clean this up. Hang on a second, wait for Doug. I'm not even gonna clean it. I'm gonna cover it with a dirt bomb and I'm gonna wait for Doug. Hang on. All right, I waited for Doug to come over because I'm a gentleman, Joe. I'm a gentleman. I put it under this dirt bomb. Yeah, there it is. It looked like a large set. Here it is, here it is. Maybe one of those presidential tokens that you found last year. Oh, Doug, it's that Pontiac one with the Indian on it. And the back says, I forget.
I remember the one you.
Not only did I find one last year, but Kevin Dowd found one also the same day.
Yeah.
There it is. Ooh, look at that. Pontiac. I can't read the bottom of it in the camera. I left it dirty, Doug. I'm gonna have to toothbrush it because,
Okay.
oh, there it is. I see it now. Chief of the Sixes. It must have been like for the six-cylinder, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the muscle cars.
Oh, it's not Pontiac the Indian.
Well, I'm assuming that it's the car, but wasn't the car named after the Indian?
Yeah, I guess it was.
I mean, yeah, so maybe both, I guess, in a way.
Was he 6-cylinder?
I don't know. He was the king of the 6-incher. So let me brush it down, and
Hey.
we're going to take a look.
He uses a crossbow?
Let me brush it up. Hang on. All right, there it is, brushed up. Pontiac, chief of the Sixes, definitely for the automobile, because on the back it says, if I turned it over, product of General Motors. Now Pontiac is long extinct, isn't it?
Yeah, they stopped.
Not the Indian.
Yeah, they stopped making the Pontiac line. Although the Firebird may still be available.
Oh, I wonder if it's still a Pontiac. And Jeff's got, let me see that little bottle, Jeff. Jeff got a really cool, was this on the surface fine?
Yes.
And look at that, like how thin it is. I wonder what the heck would have came in there. You're only going to get like, you know, a quarter of an ounce of whatever the heck it is. So look, my token is almost as big as this whole bottle. So pretty cool. Surface finds, marbles, tokens, all the things that we expected to find at the 1,000 Holes field.
Yep, this place just keeps giving.
It sure does. Well, right about now, we took our lunch break, so I'm going to take the video break, and I will come back next week and continue at this field of 1,000 holes, because just like last year and the year before, that farmer did a deep plow, turned everything up, and we're finding more incredible things. So far, 2 marbles, both of them going back to probably the 1920s or 1930s. I got that super cool Teachers Protective Union fob with some sort of reward if I would have found it maybe 80 years earlier. Doug found that Firefighter Parade heart medal. I have no idea what year that thing was from, but it's gotta be from around the 30s. And Rich, who wasn't even detecting today, got that Elks Lodge pin, the 60th anniversary, but the pin itself was from 1925. Who would have known the Elks have been meeting since like 1870? And like many trips before, the story of this place has always been about the super cool tokens, and we got a handful of them already, like Doug's Palmolive soap token. Buy 1 cake of soap, get 1 for free. I got the George Washington token with the really nice imagery on there. Joe with the Mazuma gum token. John Paul Jones, I can't even count how many Mazuma gum tokens we found at this site, but we're adding another one to the collection. And then personally, my favorite 2 of the day, I get the Pontiac Chief of the Sixes brass token, going all the way back to the 20s or 30s when Pontiac first created the V6 engine. And then the very first dig of the day, Joe with the white race only timeshare token for down the shore. That thing is just an incredible piece of history that modern day people wouldn't even have thought existed. But like I said, we will come back next week. We're going to finish up the field of 1,000 holes, just the first trip, because we've already hunted another old Colonial farm and really kicked some butt. So hopefully you guys are going to love the winter hunting as much as we do, because man, we've been finding some great stuff, and it's still January 2023. And of course, if you guys need a detector, a pinpoint, or a shovel, and you want to get out and find some super cool stuff in your area, you can always shoot me an email, QuarterHoarder, yahoo.com. Let me know where you live and what your budget is, what kind of terrain you plan on hunting. I'll help you pick out the best machine for your budget so you can get out and find some of the super cool things like we do every single week. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. It's a hobby of champions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and I will see you on the next one. Later.